Okay, Tirupati, you can start.
Yes. So you're Sahi Darshini or Sahi Darshini?
Sahi Darshini, sir.
What is the meaning of your name?
Sir, Sahi means it is closer to a word Sahasra. In Sanskrit, it means 1,000 heads, sir. It is a reference to our Nagendra Swami in our Telugu deity. And Darshini means Durga Devi, goddess Durga.
So what is so 1,000 Durga Devis? The meaning is that you are equal to 1,000 Mahishashin Vardinis.
No, sir. Actually, Sahi is 1,000 heads Nagendra Swami, sir. It is,
Okay.
and Darshini is Durga, goddess Durga. There are two
1,000
different.
heads. Have you heard about Veyi Padagalu?
Sir?
Veyi Padagalu.
No, sir.
At least Sahasrapam, which is related to your name.
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Could you please introduce yourself to that board?
Yes, sir. Sir, I am Sahi Darshini. I hail from Telangana. Most of my primary and secondary education has been from Telangana itself. And then eventually I've done my graduation in civil engineering from IIT Patna. Post that, I have a brief stint of work experience from Hindustan Petroleum, sir. And after that, I've been preparing for civil services since then.
So Hindustan HPCL, right?
Yes, sir.
How many years you worked for HPCL?
I was there for only 4 months, sir. It was a campus placement. Yes, sir.
So HPCL is one of the Maharatnas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You also done your civil engineering from a reputed college.
Yes.
So overall, you can be a good technocrat to the country, right?
Yes.
So why do you want to join civil service? It is in a generalist image. The job needs to be generalist.
Sir, the motivations behind it have been twofold, sir. One has been my parents have been motivating me ever since my childhood. And when I came of age and I had to choose a career between research and corporate or civil services, sir, I felt from the experience I've had with research and all, I felt I'll be able to more use my technological expertise or the scientific temper I've gained to better implement stuff on field, sir. And with respect to doing more practical stuff and the diverse challenges which IAS provides us to do, or the civil services in general provide us. So I wanted to go for this exam.
So you just told that your parents have been motivating you from childhood.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
to
sir.
join civil service to prepare you for civil service.
Yes, sir. Like that was one of their one of the career options which they wanted me to choose, if at all, if I'm interested. Like that was one of the suggestions.
Civil service has been your childhood dream, if
Yes.
I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
So in that case, Miss Sahidarshini, you could have joined any normal degree from a good. You could have joined for a normal degree program or arts program from a good college. Why did you join IIT Patna and wasted 4 years of your time and government resources, valuable resources, which otherwise could have been used for a candidate who are really interested in engineering or who are eagerly wanting to excel in technocracy? Why did you waste all these resources?
Sir, with respect to my choice of doing engineering, sir, I've been a good student with my 10th and 12th. So, at that point of time, I didn't have the agency to choose what I would be pursuing next. So, it was my parents who has taken suggestions from different friends of theirs, and then that is how I got into JEE preparation, and I did my best to get to do the job best at what I could, sir, at that point of time, and I got into IIT. But then later, I didn't want to just restrict
So I
myself.
can see that you did not have clarity at that time.
At 12th, while I was 12, sir.
So continues to your answer. Since most of this civil service exam is generalist in nature, so it's most of the weightage to general studies. So do you think a +2 candidate should be allowed to write civil service candidate
So with respect to how much of a generalist the service may be, it requires a certain amount of maturity and temperament to handle the situation, sir, which I don't think would be very much inculcated in people at the age of 18. And I feel they need to cross a certain amount of like they need to specialize in certain fields and then go for the exam, sir, which would give them the enough some domain knowledge and also certain amount of expertise. At the same time, sir, also since the exam is quite uncertain and has such large exam cycle, so I think with respect to that also, a student has to secure their future by pursuing some discipline so that they will have proper backup options even if they don't succeed well in civil services.
So domain knowledge, you are saying that you should acquire some domain knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So domain knowledge for civil service or job security?
So with respect to the individual, sir, it will help both the
Okay.
individual who is preparing and also the job at hand.
So you done your BTech with my in civil engineering, that's a reputed college with 9.27 CGPA, which is one of the outstanding CGPAs, if I say.
Thank you, sir.
So tell me, how do you use your civil service, civil engineering knowledge, right?
Yes, sir.
If you are selected through civil service into Indian Audit and Account Service?
Sir, I have been even during my my stint at the 4 years of bachelor courses, I have been an interdisciplinary. I've engaged in various interdisciplinary subjects, sir, with respect to using IT, and also I have pursued transportation engineering research on autonomous vehicles, where I've used multiple algorithms of machine learning and AI. So that is where I learned data analysis and had some stint with it. So I feel that domain expertise which I have
So only the data analytics, big data analytics, and machine learning, only that part of knowledge you will use in IAS, Indian Audit and Account Service, right? Apart from that,
not just that part, sir. I have also acquired this ability to think logically and grasp quickly. So I feel that will be of use, sir.
Good. So we are not testing any current affairs or knowledge-based question. Our purpose of this one-to-one session is to test only your approach to the interview, which is usually tested in the UPSC course.
Okay, sir.
So that's why we are asking the questions which generally test your approach. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So one of your extracurricular hobbies is pursuing transportation engineering research, publication on network planning and advanced drive assistance systems. Could you please explain what have you been doing on as part of this hobby?
Sir, while I was they were my certain interests while I was doing my civil engineering only, sir. Transportation engineering is one of its branch. The advanced driver assistance systems, sir, are those autonomous systems, like they're one level of autonomous vehicles, which assist the drivers to have a more safer travel on the road. Like, for example, they assist with respect to overtaking maneuvers, the amount of speed at which they can overtake, and also the systems in the cars which have cameras for parking, they also come under advanced driver assistance system. So they basically assist them to reduce the risk on the road.
So do you think it is only about the automatic driver? Is automatic transportation?
Sir, I didn't get you.
Is it related to the automatic transportation or automatic driving?
Not necessarily, sir. It can be. They're currently ADAS systems are currently in place in various of the vehicles. Even now, sir, they're at different stage of operation. Like the cars, the automatic gear systems, wherein we have assisted parking for a few vehicles. Even that comes under autonomous driver assistance systems.
Okay. Have you heard about this Howrah Bridge?
Yes, sir.
So could you please explain us the structural analysis of Howrah Bridge?
Sir, I'm not. I need to read about it, sir.
Okay. Over to Sarat sir, I will come back to you again.
Okay, sir. Sir, I can't hear you, sir.
Sahi, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, your father is self-employed.
Yes, sir.
So, what does he do?
So he's an educationist, sir. He owns a school.
He owns a school.
Yes, sir.
In which place?
Near Vanasthalipuram, sir, in Hyderabad.
Okay. So, it has all classes from 1st to 10th?
Yes, sir.
Which board?
State board, sir.
Okay. See, Sahi, if you compare government schools with private schools, most parents prefer to join their children or admit their children, enroll them in the private schools, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, quality-wise, according to you, quality-wise, what can we do to improve the government schools so that they can attract more students and compete with the private schools?
Sir, I think first is with respect to infrastructure. We need to have like practical laboratory facilities, and also, sir, with respect to the teachers, in case of like we might have constraints with respect to from like what kind of like how with respect to how qualified the teachers may be, but then we should also have some digital systems wherein we can have teachers from various places teaching them, even in case of if we do not have the subject domain expertise at the place where the current school is located, for example the remote villages. So we can use with the help of technology, we can have the best of teachers teaching the students there so that they can improve. And at the same time, sir, there needs to be regular monitoring of the learning outcomes and proper systems in place with objective criteria to regularly improve the way the pedagogy of the like pedagogy in the classes and how it is being done, and with respect to how much people are scoring, and all those need to be regularly assessed, sir, from the administration point of view.
Okay.
I think with regular assessment it can, and then suggestions for improvement, it will definitely be a better choice for.
Sahi, you said that for government schools we should have digital technology where teachers can teach from any place. Do you think really that's important for school students? School students really, shall we have digital technology where teachers from different places teach to them? Is it really happening in the private schools? Is there any private school in your area where students listen from teachers of different places?
Sir, I meant when with respect to using of digital technology, I meant to bring out the expertise which might be lacking at that place. We can use that technology, sir,
Okay.
because it may not be like we would want the students to hear.
Sahi, Tirupati, are you able to hear me? Tirupati? Oh. Yes, Sahi, I'm sorry for this. Please continue.
Sir, I meant we should get the best of expertise, sir, in case of lack. If we,
Okay.
if the,
Okay. And
if,
then,
if we, if the
and yes,
infrastructure is lacking.
I got your point. Tell me, where do you have best quality teachers? Best quality teachers? Is it private or government schools?
So I think this is difficult to tell, and it is with respect to, it is case to case basis. Again, we have good quality teachers at both places, and I think it's not a unanimous thing, sir, to tell.
Okay, okay. You said that we have to train the teachers. That's what you said?
Yes, sir.
How do you train teachers? And what kind of training do you think teachers require?
Sir, I think the first thing is with respect to how a teacher has to understand the special needs of each children and not have a one size fits all approach. And it needs to be more targeted, especially in government schools where people come from various backgrounds. I think it's very important to understand what their level of grasping capabilities is, and accordingly uh, change the pattern of teaching or give them additional support. I think that is one part of training, sir. They have to be sensitized with respect to different backgrounds. And the other one, sir, is with respect to how it can be made more interesting. Learning can be made more practical, and how you can attract the students so that they give enough pressure at home to attend the schools every day. And also, yes, I think at this moment I can think of these two aspects.
Okay, so can we call your father as a businessman?
I think yes, sir.
Okay, see, businessmen, civil service officers, civil servants, and politicians.
Yes, sir.
Whom do you think India requires more for economic development of the nation? Economic development nation, whom do you think we require more? We require the best talent. The best talent of India should be where? In the business, in the bureaucracy, or in the political system. Of course, all three are important, I know that. But if you have to place them in order, the best talent should go to where, according to you? Where do we need that? You have to put in order.
Sir, I think as your statement says, we need all the three are very important with respect to politicians and the kind of identification of what are the major projects, vision, and for administrators, we need great talent for proper implementation, and businessman for the future, innovative technology, sir. But I think uh, if we have to talk about innovation and uh, on these lines, sir, I think businessman should have an edge in this manner. But I would still not support the complete best talent being there, sir, because obviously to foster that environment, we need good policies, we need good administrators who can understand what their requirement is.
See, at the end, what I'm telling that all three are important. I know all three are important, but if you have to place them in order, if you have no other choice, you have to place in order. What choice will you choose?
So I think I would choose businessman, then administrator, and then a politician, sir.
So according to you, the politicians come last for
Yes, sir.
development of the nation, right? May I know why? Why politicians are at the end, even below the businessmen and bureaucrats? Why?
Sir, I think that is because my logic behind choosing that is because politicians have a wide area to address, sir, and they have people to assist them when it comes to such kind of innovation practices, or like they have people at their hand. But however, for a businessman, he has to be intelligent enough to be innovative, bring about new products into it. So politician can have wide consultant, and he has many resources to, in case he needs opinion on how to get things perform better. So that's why I said his level of expertise need not be so much.
Okay, okay. See, Sahi, your father already owns a school. You have very good chance to expand the school, give quality education to more number of students, and even do innovative education also. Instead of that, why you want to leave it completely and come into civil services? That is a place where all platform is there, where you can serve more people and you can educate people in a better way. And as you said, business were more important also. Keeping all these things in mind, why don't you go for that option? Why are you coming for civil services?
Sir, I think civil services offers me a much more broader scale of things to work upon. It is not just one single thing. There is health, there is education, there is transportation, there is network, there is digital governance. There is a wide range of challenges, and I would want to put my expertise or uh, somehow my aptitude drags me towards such diverse set of challenges, sir, rather than one single domain.
Okay. And your mother is a lawyer. Where does she practice? In district court, high courts?
In the High Court, sir.
So where do you stay? In Vijayawada? I mean
I stay
Hyderabad?
in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Dilshuk.
She
Yes.
practices in the high court.
Yes, sir.
Telangana high court.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I want to ask you a case. For example, she's a criminal or civil lawyer.
She's a central government advocate, sir. She works.
Oh, she's a government advocate. Okay. So she fights for government.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
For government. Okay.
Yes.
For example, there is a case between the government and some other party, private party.
Okay.
And while going through the case, your mother understood that the mistake is of the government's. The government has done injustice to the party. Now, as an advocate for the government, what do you think a mother has to do? Shall she support the government and try to face the case and defeat the other party who is actually a victim of the government service or whatever? What do you think?
Sir, I think this is a dilemma between professional and personal ethics. And in this situation, I would want my mother to ensure that she follows a professional ethics where she has to defend the government. But at the same time, in her personal capacity, she can suggest the government department or anything which she can do in her personal capacity to elevate the situation of the victim. Maybe she can do so. But at that point, at that instance, I would want her to follow the professional ethics and significantly defend the government.
Is professional ethics more important than the morals? She clearly knows that the third party is at the end of injustice. And winning this case would actually strengthen the injustice.
Sir, but I feel she is not at the seat of justice, sir, where she is delivering the judgment. I feel she is at a place where she has to defend the party. And it is not necessary that even if the case, like the other person might get justice, even if she doesn't defend the government or anything of that sort. So the outcome is not clear. And so in that case, she should do the duty which she has been assigned to, sir.
Okay. So you are a civil engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite subject in civil engineering?
Sir, it is transportation engineering, sir.
Transportation. Tell me different types of road interjections in the traffic flow.
Sir, I didn't get you, sir.
Explain different types of road intersections in the traffic flow. You know road intersections?
It is grade intersections and grade separated intersections. Is that
what is the difference between the two?
Sir, when both the roads intersect at the same levels, it is the grade at on grade intersections. When one is at a certain altitude and the other road is elevated or underground, then it is grade separated intersections.
Okay. What are the types of grade separated intersections?
So grade separated intersections can be foot over bridges, can be a flyover, can be a tunnel through, can be a this is what I can think of now.
Among the types you told, which one uses pier foundation?
Sir, a bridge uses a pier foundation, if I'm not wrong, sir.
Under which conditions do you use it?
Sir, I have to read about it, but for the amount which I'm recollecting, I think it is when the subgrade, when the foundation is not as strong as expected. I think for the support, it is used, sir.
Okay. What are different types of piles in the civil engineering structures?
Sir, I'm unable to recall it now, sir, but I did read about it. I need to.
You read about it?
Yes, sir, I have read about it.
Okay. You are from IIT Patna, right?
Yes, sir.
Are IITs, can we call IITs as universities?
Sir, I'm not very much aware of what the basic difference is, sir. So I can't comment on it.
Levitis, what do you mean by university? What is a university? And what are the types of universities in India?
Sir, is a university, I understand, is a hub of education where like knowledge is imparted. And with respect to the types of universities, there are private universities, there are public universities, partially funded by the government. And this is what
So
I can
any hub of education can be called as university? Sahi?
So I think an institution of higher education.
Like a degree college? Like engineering college? Okay. Anyhow. IAS Bangalore, you have done fellowship.
Yes, sir.
When? After BTech or during the BTech?
During BTech. It was in my second year of graduation, sir.
Okay. IAS Bangalore. Is IAS Bangalore university?
Yes. So this, I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, no problem. So tell me, recently, what is happening in Myanmar that made India to ask Myanmar to go in the path of federal democracy? India is asking Myanmar government to follow the path of federal democracy. Tell me what specifically happened in Myanmar that made India do that?
So the latest development, the last development I have read about Myanmar is the coup which has taken place, sir, wherein the Janta has conducted a coup and destabilized the democratically held government there. And so with respect to India suggesting Myanmar, I believe it is more because of the borders which we share with Myanmar, sir. And any kind of political instability in Myanmar is significantly a reason for refugees entering into India, which is a threat towards the internal security of India, and also with respect to the northeast populations which are under, like, there is a lot of narcotics trade, etc.
Sahi, regarding federal democracy, do you know anything or not?
Sir, I understood the question as why we should have
federal democracy in Myanmar. Federal democracy. FEDERAL, federal democracy.
Sorry, sir. I have
okay. No problem. You printed IAP at Inter IAS sports match. You play badminton?
Yes, sir.
Are you still playing badminton?
Yes, sir. At times, whenever I find time.
Who is a favorite player in badminton?
Sir?
Who is a favorite player in badminton?
Favorite player?
Favorite player.
My favorite player.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, as such, there's no particular favorites, but I watch whenever I find time, sir, of PV Sindhu, Nehwal, Saina Nehwal.
Tell me the difference in the styles between PV Sindhu and Saina Nehwal.
Sir, I have not been very critical about what they play, but however, at the outset, if I have to see, I think Saina Nehwal is more of aggressive on the court, sir, with respect to how she plays and the spirit she shows with respect to how an extremely competitive spirit is what she shows, is what I feel. However, with Sindhu, I have seen she more plays on the defensive end. And
okay, see, Sahi, I want to ask you, let me rephrase the question differently.
Okay.
Which shots do you think Saina Nehwal plays well? Which shots do you think Sindhu plays well? The style of their playing.
Sir, I think I am not so expert enough to be able to
understand. No problem. Okay, which shots are you good at?
So I think I am good at toss shots, sir. Full toss. Yes.
Okay, over to Tirupati sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
See, Ms. Sahi, you're one of the unique candidates by going through your service preferences. So I see that you're one of the prominent candidates that you don't follow the crowd or head. Because you opted for Indian Revenue Services as second and third options, not police and foreign services.
Yes, sir.
So what is the reason behind that?
Sir, first thing, I think with respect to the kind of aptitude I have, I felt I would be more suited for financial services over police services. And the other reason, sir, I like while I've been reading about through my progress, I was quite interested with respect to economics and financial management. So I thought if I would have to choose between them, I would have more inclination towards the economic or revenue services.
So, but I don't think you read something. You did not acquire more deep knowledge in your BTech related to the financial and economic services. But how did you get interest in this economy and financial subject?
So that I meant while reading for civil services, sir. Among all the subjects which I've been reading, economics generally used to interest me more. So going by that choices is
going by that, I would ask one question. Tell me, India set itself a prominent target that it would to become $5 trillion dollar economy by 24-25. Do you think it will be possible in 24-25? If not, when it would be possible to achieve India as an economy worth of $5 trillion economy?
So currently we are at a $3.6 trillion economy, sir. And if not for the COVID-19, I feel we could have achieved it by 2047, provided we had a growth rate of 9 to 10% every year, sir. But since the COVID has happened and currently we see a 6 to 7% of growth rate every year, from the articles which I have read and the information I have, sir, I think I am not sure of a clear deadline, sir, but I think if we grow at a rate of 12 to 13% every year, then we might be a $5 trillion economy by 2047. Otherwise, it would take a 5 or 10 year.
2047?
Yes, sir.
So don't you think that the present government set itself a big target that to become $5 trillion economy by 2024? So you are saying that by growing at the rate of 10 to 12%,
we can do it.
Then only India will become $5 trillion economy after 25 years, or approximately after 25 years.
Sorry, sir, I was wrong while framing it. At 12 to 14%, if we grow, then we would be by at the target which has been set, sir. However, I think otherwise we would require around 10 to maybe 20 years is still very long, but 10 years.
Okay, tell me, to achieve the growth rate of 10 to 14% as coined by you. So what Indian government should or what should be done to achieve the target every year, growth rate of 10 to 14%? What has been done so far and what should be done to achieve the consistent target of 10 to 14% of growth rate every year in a way to become $5 trillion economy?
Yes, sir. So currently we are a majorly service niche economy wherein we have undergone premature deindustrialization and we have the advantage with respect to services, and hence the government has brought in initiatives like Make in India and big infrastructure projects like National Infrastructure Pipeline and to boost the economy, sir. And we also have the production linked incentive to boost manufacturing within India. And I think we are focusing on the manufacturing sector, and that I think should be the way forward.
The project linked incentive scheme has already been introduced in 2020 and 21, but we don't see any prominent results out of that. So you're telling it just textbook answer, right?
Sir, from what I have read, I have understood that production linked incentive has been the most successful initiative of the government.
In which sectors it has been more successful? Which sectors? PLSS has been offered in how many sectors?
Around 14 to 15 sectors, if I'm not wrong.
It's 20 plus sectors. Which sector is benefiting more and what are the positive outcome of PLS? Can you please throw light on that?
So the semiconductor manufacturing.
Semiconductor manufacturing has been successful even before PLIS.
Sorry, sir. Then I have to read more about it.
Right. So you telling that you are very interested in financial and economic knowledge. Can you tell me what is Project Insight?
I have no idea.
You know Project Insight?
No, sir.
Okay. One last question from my side. Do you think the taxation system in India is very high compared to the other emerging economies and developed countries?
Sir, from what I'm able to recall now, I think there are higher direct tax rates in the developed economies as compared to India. So,
Could you please come again? Higher?
direct tax rates in the developed nations as compared to India, sir.
So India taxation tax rates are very less in India compared to developed countries.
So I think the tax rates in India are according to its needs and the circumstances which it is having.
No. Could you please tell what is the needs and circumstances?
So we are a growing country with very low per capita income, and most of our population is not like we have huge inequality with respect to incomes. So I think our tax slabs are designed based on that, sir.
So tax slabs is the current system is good. Do you think that the current taxation system in the direct taxation system, be it income tax or corporate tax, it should be continued as it is, right? Do you want to say that?
Sir, in my limited understanding, sir, because
Okay. But the present in the current scenario, many corporate companies and other business people criticize government that there is a tax terrorism. There is tax terrorism in the country. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I think we need the stricter enforcement with respect to taxes, and it is a responsibility of the corporates also to contribute towards the development of the nation and equal redistribution of resources. If that has to happen, taxes have to be laid appropriately, sir. And I think government is justified enough in laying the taxes.
Good. Okay. Sir, you over to Sarat, sir.
Sir, you're muted, sir.
Am I audible?
Yeah, Sahi.
Sir.
Let us have one or two more questions. You mentioned that NRIDA sponsored project on autonomous pavement distress reduction, right?
Yes, sir.
Shall we order the pavement distress reduction? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Shall we order the various techniques used for that? Various
techniques
used
for
to,
detection, sir?
Yeah, pavement distress reduction. What are those techniques used?
So one is the manual method, wherein the distress basically are cracks, potholes, and joint issues which happen on the roads. So it is mostly the manual methods which are used. The other type of methods are using the LiDAR sensors, sir, wherein vehicles move on the road with sensors fit on them, and they analyze the depth of the depth and.
Sorry to interrupt you, Sahi. Tell me
Yes.
first of all the steps of doing this. What are the sequential order, the steps that you use in order to find out this?
Okay, sir, in our project we have used a image processing method, sir, wherein we use a camera first that is mounted on a car, and it moves on the road, wherein it takes a video while it goes. It is a depth sensing camera which we have
That
used.
is called data collection. The first step is data collection. Okay, good. What is the next step?
After data collection, it is processed. The videos are processed, and certain they're trained the videos are processed on trained models which have been pre-trained for detecting certain distresses. And once
so data processing. Next
Yes.
step. Okay.
After that, from wherever the distress has been detected, there is calculation done. They are further processed, and calculation, quantification of the distress is done. And based on that, material estimation for the maintenance is identified. And eventually, the cameras also have location coordinates. So that is plotted on a Google map to make a layman understand where the distress is higher, so that they can process presentation of the data, so that they can be able to assess it much easier way for a layman who is not very much aware of.
So are we doing it in India? Are we doing it?
Sir, so currently we are using LIDAR sensors to do it, sir, which is quite costlier. We import those machines. And with respect to the government departments, they are not using it regularly, sir. It is only on the basis of, like, from what I understand, from what we have researched during our project, they are not regular with respect to monitoring of the routes.
Okay.
It is only on case by case basis.
Okay. You have done also transport engineering research, publications on network planning, advanced driver assistance systems. Are doing it right now?
So I have done it previously, sir.
Okay. It's your interest. You wrote in the interest. Are you still doing these things out of interest?
Sir, I am not doing currently.
Okay,
sir.
okay.
It was.
Tell me what is intelligence transportation system? This is my last question. What is intelligent transportation system?
Sir, intelligent transportation system is basically the usage of various equipments like sensors, digital technology, automotive technologies, data processing, etc., to improve the management of traffic systems, sir. So it can include
An
automatic.
example of intelligent
Yes.
transportation system.
It includes coordinated signaling systems,
Means?
or it is like, sir, currently we have fixed signaling systems with respect to how much green time, red time, and yellow time is fixed for any intersection. However, based on sensors, we can analyze the traffic flow and accordingly change timing.
Okay.
So
Next example.
the other one is the CCTV cameras and the ones which are used by automatic nameplate recognition systems, sir. Those also come under intelligent transportation systems. And also the FASTag, automatic electronic toll collection systems, even they come under
Okay.
this.
Okay, Sahi. As we end the interview, before ending the interview, do you want to ask us or tell us something?
Sir, nothing in specific, sir.